Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought we would just sit down and do our makeup, or I'll do mine and you can watch, or you can do yours too. I don't know, whatever you like. My husband's just now back to work at the office. He's been working from home for the last year and a half. So we share a vehicle, and so I've been really lucky over the last year and a half. I've been able to sort of come and go as I please here at the salon because he's been home. But now that he's back at the office, he had to be in for 8 this morning, and my first client's at 10:30. So here we are. So I thought instead of getting up super early, doing my makeup, and then coming here and just sitting here, I thought I would come in and do my makeup. So let's do that. I also am gonna put a little dry shampoo in my hair. It's raining, so it made my hair look weird. So I'm not gonna do anything too crazy with my makeup, just because I always struggle to do my makeup anywhere outside of where I normally do it. Comment below if you're the same way. Like, you know when you stay in a hotel and you're like, everything's weird. I can't do my makeup like this. I'm just using the IGK First Class dry shampoo. This is the best dry shampoo I've ever tried. It's incredible. It literally, like, I'll put a little in, just kind of in this area, and for like days afterwards, it's cleaner. It's quite something. I got it in a box this year. I know, big surprise. So we're just gonna let that set. Okay, I wish I had a headband. I didn't think to grab one. You know when you're grabbing makeup at 6:30 in the morning. I'm just gonna put on a little bit of this Tula Glow and Get It. Don't mind my Band-Aid. Gross. I pulled on a hangnail. I've been having a little bit of anxiety lately, and I usually do pretty good at not picking at myself, but I had a moment of weakness. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with my Benefit Porefessional Hydrating Primer. I feel like that Band-Aid is on the finger that I would use for everything. It's really throwing me off. In case you're wondering, I'm using the viewfinder as a mirror, so if it looks like I'm not making eye contact, it's because I'm not. I do have a mirror down here, but if I can, I don't want to be like this the whole time. So we're making do. We're doing our makeup in an office, you know? Luckily I do have a ring light here. I already obviously had my sunscreen on and all my skincare. I basically just got up, did my skincare, packed a lunch, packed my makeup, and left. Oh my gosh, I need a headband or something. I found 2 bobby pins in my desk drawer. So we're just gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Cute. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. I can never remember what this one is called. I just looked it up yesterday for my Project Pam video. So that will be live by the time you guys are seeing this. Okay, so what's new with you guys? What's happening in your lives? Comment down below. Fill me in on what's going on in your life. Wow, I used way too much. It's a very different color than my actual face. Okay, I've got my foundation on. I don't know why this went on like so streaky. I don't know, maybe I just used too much. I don't know. I'm outside of my element. It just looks really heavy between my brows, and I didn't bring a sponge with me, so I'm just gonna use my fingy. I haven't been using this foundation much. I just added it into my Project Pan, so I'm just so used to the healthy foundation. I've been using that one for so long. I was so focused on using that one up that maybe I just don't know how to use other foundations now. Looks fine on camera. Okay, now I'm gonna use a concealer that's too light for my face. I don't know, I grabbed what I grabbed. So I'm grabbing the Covergirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, and I have the shade Natural Ivory. It's way too light. I'm trying to cover my sad little pigmentation spots. I wore a different tinted moisturizer yesterday, and it really, like, I'm really broken out all of a sudden, and I'm thinking it must be that because my skin was looking like really clear up until last night. So I might have to try that like one more time just to see if that was what's going on. But I don't love that. So we're just gonna add a little concealer to the jawline there. I really find the bags under my eyes have gotten really bad. I was talking to my doctor about it, and she thinks that it's caused by my allergies because I have these like pockets here that aren't necessarily like, I mean, they look dark in color because of the shadow that it creates, but actually like my dark circles are not crazy dark. It's just that those bags are there, so they create shadow. Anyways, I don't really know what I can do about it. I take an allergy pill every day. Anyways, I'm gonna use my Covergirl Clean Fresh pressed powder under the eyes here. So I don't know what to do about these like under eye bags. I know they're just gonna get worse, obviously, as I get older. I always put a little powder through my brows. It makes them easier to fill in. Otherwise, like, they're almost too slippery. Anyway, I thought I might talk to the doctor that does my Botox the next time I go and see, like, what can we do? Is there something that we can do that's not like a ton of maintenance to make those like less prominent? Because I find I'm becoming like more and more like self-conscious about it. And then I'm just gonna powder the rest of my face with my Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Loose Powder. Great. I'm really nervous to do my eyebrows. So nervous to do my eyebrows. I just don't know if I can do them on camera and not like lean way down into that mirror. Just brushing them up for right now. I'm using the NYX brow pencil in the shade Taupe. I gotta pick up the mirror. I don't know if you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. Just got a nice message from one of my clients that she was at a wedding this weekend and I had done her nails, and she just wanted to let me know she'd had a ton of compliments. I love that. It's like the highest praise you can get. It's really hard to talk and do brows at the same time. Okay, so this is phase one of my eyebrows. I kind of do the line underneath. I outline the tail and then I fill in the tail with my pencil. Trying really hard not to overfill my brows these days. I really trying to get past that whole Sharpied on eyebrow look. This is my delinquent eyebrow. I hate this one. It never looks the way that I want it to. I think it's because it's my right one and I'm left-handed and I have to reach over. All right, that brow. So now I'm just going to take my brow gel. I'm using the Benefit Gimme Brow, and I'm just going to run that through the tail and then through the front. Oh, my friend Kate's up. She's sending me Snapchats. We Snapchat every morning. Well, most mornings, not as much on the weekends, because I try not to be on my phone constantly on the weekends. I really try to like take a little digital detox as much as possible on the weekends, but we Snapchat every morning and tell each other how our day is gonna be and what our plans are and all of our thoughts and feelings. We share them each morning. I love it so much. Okay, now I'm just gonna finish up the brows with my NYX Lift and Snatch pen and just try to make them look more natural. Knocking things off here, just at an office desk here with no proper mirror. I'm used to my magnifying mirror. Everything is just weird and different. Okay. Brows are on. I mean, that's the hardest part. So if we've done that, I think we're I think we're winning. Okay, so let's put something on the eyes. I just brought this little Ace Beaute Scarlett Dusk palette. I'm just gonna do something really simple with like this kind of dusty rose color and this light pink, and I did bring this liquid shadow, so we'll see. Maybe I'm gonna use that, but for now I'm just gonna prime with my unique Moodstruck eye primer. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear, it's like really raining. It's making me very like quiet and like, I don't know. I don't want to say somber because that sounds sad. I'm gonna get a sip of my coffee. Let's get some coffee into us. See if we can wake up. I'm like not even talking to you guys. Okay, so this is my coffee of choice. If you live in Canada, we have Tim Hortons. I'm not vegan, but I do have I just have so much makeup on my lips. I do have a dairy allergy, so I get black ice caps, so there's no milk or cream or anything. It's just like the Java mix. So I get that on my way to work in the mornings. It's like my little treat. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a large kind of fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Physicians Formula powder to set my eye primer, just because this palette doesn't have like a nude shade. I just want to like set the crease before I go in with that pink color. So it's September 2nd today. I'm always a little bit sad this time of year when summer is over. I'm such a summer person. I love the beach, I love the sun, I love the heat, I love all of the things. I'm just gonna go in with this dusty rose color. So I always get a little bit sad this time of year because I just love it so much. And you know, where we live, our summers are super short. I hope you guys can see. I'm gonna look down into this mirror because it feels weird to just like, I don't know, look at the screen. So I get a little sad because in Canada, where I live, it gets cold fast and our winters are like really harsh. And so, and I don't like the cold. As I said, I like the heat and I like the sun, and I get really, like I definitely get that like seasonal affectedness thing. But on top of that, there's just like, you kind of become a bit of a bear. Like we kind of get into this like hibernation mode when the weather gets cold and we're not doing as much, we're not seeing as many people. And of course, last year we hardly did anything. We were even more cooped up than ever. So I just get a little like sad panda over the whole thing. And so we have sort of two couples that we hang around with, like my two best friends and their husbands. One set of friends live quite a ways away from us. That's my friend Kate. I talk about her often. And then my friend Jamie. We're both named Jamie. She's Jamie Hair. I'm Jamie Nails. She's a hairdresser. She does my hair. So we have hardly seen them all summer, Jamie and her husband, because finally some travel restrictions were loosened up and she was able to travel to go see her family. And so we were just like, we miss you guys, me and my husband. And they were like, we're free Labor Day weekend. So that's this weekend. So we're planning a whole like friend group. I'm just taking that same color onto my lid now. We're planning like a whole kind of friend group staycation extravaganza. So because we've hardly seen each other all summer, we're gonna have like sleepovers. Like we're gonna sleep one night at their place and they're gonna cook us supper, and then they're gonna stay one night at our place and we're gonna cook them supper, and we're just gonna do like fun things around here where we live, because the city we live in, there's actually like always something to do. So right now we have what they call the Frex, which is like a carnival, it's like a carnival. It's like a small carnival. But they do it every year. on Labor Day weekend. And normally you have to pay to get in, plus you have to pay to get on the rides, plus you have to pay, you know, for the food and all that stuff. Well, this year they're doing free admission, just trying to get like more people probably to go. And so we're gonna do that, I think, because it's so fun. My husband hates rides, and I think her husband hates rides, so they can go get like food and hold our purses while we go on rides. We did that a few years ago and it was really fun. So I've just taken that pink shadow into my crease, all over the lid, and then I blended it with just that same face powder. And I mean, that's pretty much it for my matte shadows that I'm gonna lay down. So let's grab this light pink right here. I'm gonna put that on the inner corner. So that's what we're doing this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. I just really need some good quality time with my friends, you know? That looks pretty. I'm just gonna put a little on the brow bone there. Just trying to squeeze out as much summer as we can before it's all done. I also have a birthday in September, so I'll have another, I always book off my birthday. And if it falls on a weekend, which this year it does, I book like a long weekend. I just think everybody should have some extra time off for their birthday, because all the other holidays are like for everyone. And your birthday is the only day that's just for you. So super, super simple. I'm gonna take, did I bring anything to smudge under the eyes? Yes, I did. I'm gonna take this little pencil brush and just take a little bit of that pink underneath the eye. So I'm really excited about that. As I mentioned, I've been having a little bit of anxiety, just dealing with some like minor mental health issues. Like, don't worry, nothing major, but just some little stuff. And I just think like a fun weekend with my friends is exactly what I need. And then my friend Kate and I are gonna have a happy hour tomorrow night, which is Friday, to sort of kick off the long weekend. We do like virtual happy hours quite often, her and I, because she lives so far from me. We try to do that fairly often, just so that we're always, you know, staying connected. Do I go in with the liquid shadow, or do I just put that same shimmer on the lid? I'm so nervous. Oh, screw it, let's go for it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on my hand. And then look at this flat shader. This is a Luxie concealer brush actually, and I'm gonna put a little bit of that on that brush and hopefully not ruin everything. Okay, now I'm just gonna keep my eye closed until it feels dry. Okay, it's dry-ish, so I'm gonna go over and do the other. I just don't want it to crease. Oh my gosh, there's so much more than I had on the other side. When you put liquid shadow on, if you let your, like, don't look at my nose. If you let your eyelids kind of set, I just don't want to let it crease, you know, where it's, this one is like pretty wet. This is the, I have my eyes closed. This is the Studio Makeup liquid shadow. I got it in a BoxyCharm. And it's much wetter than the Stila Glitter and Glow ones. I found those ones dry like pretty quick. These ones definitely take a little bit longer to dry down, but it is pretty. I definitely think the Stila ones are better, but anyway, this was in my Shop My Stash, so I figured I would use it because I don't think I have since I put it in there. So I'm just gonna take a smaller what is this? A smaller blender brush. Oh my gosh. Have some more coffee. And I'm going into that. I'm literally just using the same pink for the whole look. I do this all the time, just like a one eyeshadow look. I just realized there was a mirror in this that I could have been using the whole time. And I'm just gonna take that in the crease to deepen it ever so slightly now that I've got that glitter on the lid. See the difference? Just gives it a little bit more depth. You don't have to have a lot of shadows. You can use the same shadow and like sheer it out more, or use a little bit more to give you more depth. I find for my skin tone, these sort of dusty pinks are really good for doing this with. Also like a cool toned like tan color is good for this as well. So that's all I'm going to do for shadow on the eyes. How are we doing for time? Oh, I'm good. I have so much time. I've also already like cleaned the salon, done the floors, had my breakfast, answered emails. I've had lots of time to do the things. Okay, so I'm not going to do liner or anything because I just feel like that could go wrong so fast. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and put some mascara on. I feel like I didn't curl my lashes for the longest time, and then I started doing it and I was like, that makes such a difference. I felt so foolish. And then I'm going in first coat with my Covergirl Clump Crusher mascara. So I've been layering mascaras, not because I'm like super extra, I don't normally do this, but because I have two mascaras that I don't really love on their own, but I do like them together and I want to use them up. I bought them, right? I just won't buy these ones again. But I go in with my first coat with the Clump Crusher on the top lashes, and it gives like really nice separation. And I do this one, I just do on the bottom. I don't do anything else on the bottoms. I have very few bottom lashes. They're very short, very blonde. And the more stuff I put on them, the more of a mess they end up being. So I just do a tiny bit. And then I go in on a second coat before that fully dries with the Lash Blast Active. I reviewed this in my last speed reviews. I did not do a speed reviews for August. August was a bit of a gong show. And then I go in with my second coat with this, and I focus it kind of at the base to give me the volume that I'm looking for. So you kind of get that like separation on the first coat, and then I get the volume on the second coat. And then I'm just gonna go in and do the same on the other eye. I'm gonna do the other eye off of camera, so this is not gonna be like it's already gonna be a long video. I'm back and my fridge is making that sound again. I mean, it wouldn't be a Jamie Lee YouTube video without that fridge making that sound. So all I brought for Complexion was this iconic London palette. This is the Blaze Chaser face palette. It just looks like this. I just grabbed it because it's easy. It has everything in it. It's super easy. So first I'm going to take this like matte bronzer shade and, you know, bronze the face. This is not my favorite brush for bronzer. I really need to wash my makeup brushes. So I usually go in with this like matte shade first and just kind of, you know, bronzer, go on the cheekbones, the temples, and then I'll do like under here, just because my face and my body don't match ever, because my face is super white and my body is tanned. And then I'll take this bronzer that has a little bit of shimmer in it, and I'll just take a tiny bit of that and kind of go over top just to give a little bit of glow. I especially like that one like on the temples. So just take a little bit here and then bring it up. I'm just checking to see we're even enough. And I don't take the shimmery one down the neck. And then I'm just gonna take a blush brush, and I'm gonna take this lightest shade of blush here because this one is very pink. And I know we've got a pretty pink look going on here, but I am gonna also do a pink lip, so I just feel like it could be too much. And this one, it looks really light, but it's surprisingly pink. And I've been bringing my blush up onto my temple, and I really like kind of the way that looks, you know? It's so funny because in the mirror, this looks like the perfect amount of blush, and then I just looked in the screen and it looks like a lot. So I think it's just because of the lights. I have my ring light on here, but I'm just gonna tap over that area with my powder brush, and then I'm just gonna take my little highlight brush here, and I'm gonna go into this like more peachy highlight. It's like a pretty subtle highlight. It's not anything too crazy. And just kind of going over this area, over the temple. I think I'm getting a pimple right here. I never get pimples on my forehead. I think that tinted moisturizer really didn't agree with me yesterday. I might have to declutter that one. Tip of the nose. Kind of do this spot and that spot. Okay, so I'm just gonna spray with some setting spray. This is the Sorme setting spray. I get this at Cosmoprof. I just really needed a setting spray for all those weddings I was doing this summer, and I was there buying lashes, and this is what they had. And actually, I kind of like it. The mister is aggressive though, so here we go. I don't usually use that much, but where I'm looking so makeup-y, I thought a little extra might not hurt. I'm gonna put a little lip on. I'm not gonna bother with lip liner. I have this, what is this? Color Kind lipstick? I don't know. Somebody gave this to me. It's a creamy matte lipstick and it's in the shade Sunset Boulevard. This is the logo, so if anybody recognizes that, I don't know. But it's just this like rosy pink color. I really like this. One of my clients gave it to me. She got it in a BoxyCharm. It's just got such good coverage. It reminds me of like the Comfort Matte formula in the Urban Decay Vice lipsticks, the old ones. It stays on like nobody's business. Like I won't have to touch this up at all. I'm just gonna tidy up the lines. I just use like the point of the bullet if I don't have a lip liner. Okay, lips are on. Now we just need to zhuzh the hair. I was reaching for a clip, but I don't have a clip in. It's bobby pins, Jamie, get it together. Okay, so we put the dry shampoo in ages ago, so I'm just gonna flip my head and I don't know what that squeaking noise is outside. I don't know, there's nothing out there. Okay. So, where's my hairbrush? I just wanna do a little underneath with the hairbrush. If I do too much, it'll get really floofy, but see how it's like stringy? I don't know what that squeaking is. It sounds like brakes on a truck, but there's no truck out there. There, see how good that dry shampoo works? It works so good. So I'm just gonna take like a little bit of shine spray to my ends, just the Catwalk Your Highness weightless shine spray. This might be the last use we get out of it, but I usually just do this. And then I kind of feel like I sprayed that right into my eye both times. Did you guys see that? God, I'm good. I just find that works better for touch-ups, like a spray works better for touch-ups. This, I washed this and curled this like, I don't know, Monday. It's Thursday, so. Anyway, there we go. Ready for the day. I hope you guys liked this. I have been feeling a little uninspired in terms of YouTube lately, just with like planning videos and, you know, having a sort of formal sit down type of situation. I just haven't really been feeling that lately. So, you know, I filmed a vlog. You guys would have seen that by now, I think. And then this video is, sorry, I'm fidgeting now. My chair is really squeaky. Let me know if you guys like this more like casual content. I could definitely do more of these. There's definitely going to be days where I'm in the salon way earlier because of the whole sharing a vehicle situation. So if you like this style of get ready with me, please let me know. I'll definitely could do more of these. Let me know as well if you'd like to see more vlogs, more lifestyle content, less of the formal sit down, you know, review style of video. I'd love to hear from you guys, get some feedback on what you'd like to see. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye.